Yeah, y'all know what time it is when I come out here, man. When you see my face, you got to get ready. You got to brace yourself more so, especially if you have been following me and checking into my videos. You know I drop nothing but that truth, right? And basically that what I feel. So let's get into it. It's like this: as I question things that's taking action in the scientific world and things that are simply just according to science and mathematics, I start to come up with a lot of things that are very profound, y'all, because I'll give you this. Please put this into perspective. I was on the bus today, coming from the gym. A sister, well, an Indian sister, well, let me be more, clear. She walked up to me and she was like, asking me about Jesus Christ. And I was like, with all due respect, I don't really deal with Jesus like that. I don't really deal with that. You know what I mean? And I tried to clarify some things for her and let her know that, you know, because she had made an intercedence with this guy that was making a whole bunch of noise to one of the clerks in the store where we were waiting for the bus. Because I tried to, I was going to give a good word in edgewise, and which I did. I told the brother, look, if you're dealing with something here, you don't got to go back to them. Don't go back there. He threatened the man's life. I said, whoa. I said, whoa, brother, you don't do that. But then he continued to get loud like if he was going to do something. And we got a lot of that going on. And I'm going to tell you something. That kind of behavior is no good. That right there is not conducive to anything that's productive onto society. People like that got to get their asses going. They got to get going. With all due respect, like when I say get going, go get like change. You know what I'm saying? Change. Change your ways. We all got to make some changes. Now, I'm doing far better than others. There's others doing far better than me as far as ultimately pleasing the creator and what we are producing for society, humanity. You understand me? This truth that I'm giving, which is quite profound, and I point a lot of things out. I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this for clout. And I keep saying that shit over and over again, but it's like when I talk to the people, I don't get no commentary. I don't get no kind of cooperation or nothing. So let me continue to tell you what happened on the bus. After she said what she said, and I was telling her what was on my mind. Because I told her, I said, hey, good job out there. And I was going to tell her that, it's funny how you stepped to the brother nice and calm, but he rejected you and he even got loud with you. But before I could even get that out, because I didn't allow her to tell me more about this so-called Jesus figure, she turned away and walked away, y'all. And I asked her, I was like, hey, what happened? I said we can't talk to one another because I'm not talking about Jesus. And I asked her in a nice way, like I wasn't trying to be fresh or nothing. And she continued to do what she do. And I'm like, wow. So I started talking on the bus. I said, see that, y'all? Just because I turned that down, look how she reacted towards me. Like, and we both made an intercedence into that homeboy's issue at the store. I'm like, I really thought it was an opportunity for me and her to build upon something, but she rejected me because I didn't let her continue to tell me about a Jesus here and a Jesus there and a Jesus that. Anyway, moving forward, I went on to say a lot of things on the bus, in which one of them was genetics, in which I've pointed out on Instagram and YouTube, but I gotta say it again because it's good to, you know, repetition, right? You gotta hear it more than once, you gotta see it more than once, so it can really stick. Just as I'm reminded every day about this, that, and the third. So, and all of us, in measure, depending on what we're dealing with and what we're facing, right? So, I told people on the bus, I was like, when it comes down to science, because that's what I deal with, let's take a look at genetics. Now, if anybody who's been following me on the Instagram, they can even, you know, go ahead and pull up my profile and take a look at a couple posts, which is, in fact, quite recently where I put up in question how can the recessive gene dominate the dominant gene? How can the recessive gene tell the dominant gene what to do? Who are the dominant gene carriers? Who are the recessive gene carriers? If you happen to pick this up upon what I'm saying with any kind of negative connotations that is solely upon you and your perception, or maybe what's just simply invoked within you by hearing such a truth. And if it shakes you up and it gets you in such a way that may make you a little bit apprehensive, well, guess what? You got that wicked spirit in you and you got to get it out. And the truth is what's going to help, in addition to your own actions and duties that you're going to do after you get to learn more profound and irrefutable truths in your own life. Right? So I say this because the thought just hit me. I thought about the African race and I said, yo, let me just keep it simple. I said, wow, we are the dominant gene carriers, which means we can endure much more than anybody else can. So let's say we use this to do wrong. Crime pays, right? I'm just putting it out there, hypothetically speaking, because y'all know I'm really of righteousness and for the betterment of the world, right? So okay, we got what we got genetically, and the DNA makeup and all the wonderful design that we got, in addition to the great melanin that we carry, the melanin carriers, African and Indian descent. I say we have the ability to endure so much, whether you're skinny or fat, because most of this is up the mind. So fine, crime pays, right? A lot of people out there dabbling in the world, they in that darkness, dealing with homosexuality and all of this. They getting their funding because of what's going on in the state law, this, that, and the third. But what is it really producing for the collective? Can we say we really are winning, y'all? Or we still under the tutelage of some kind of tyranny? Think about what I'm saying. This, I ain't trying to talk smart, and for all y'all people that's maybe trying to insinuate that or whatever, shut your goddamn mouth. Get the words that I'm saying and start to break bread, man, because this is serious. So, because I don't see where we're winning on the right side, I don't see where we're winning on the dark side. For all this love making we doing, or just having crazy wild sex everywhere, in which sexual energy is one of the most potent energies in the world that you can exchange through sex. What is it producing for us? What are we doing? Just getting a nut? That's how we're using our sisters out here, brothers? And for y'all gay people out there, that's what you're doing? Huh? Going on to one another of the same sex for what reason? What is it producing? Let's start asking put that shit on the table. Chalk it up. What are we getting? Mind you, be reminded that this is basically on the premise of what we have genetically. Follow me, man. And don't get all emotional and soft and he don't talk. Come on, man. This is serious shit, man. So I don't see with all this that we got, all this black magic, melanin dripping. We were kings and queens. This, that, and the third. What I'm telling you because I'm trying to help you break free. If it shakes you up good, that's what the hell you need. By the way, there's only so much I could do as a single goddamn man. Alright, don't let this world fool you thinking that some kind of Superman is coming with a cape and fucking wings. Or some Jesus. Get that Jesus out of y'all motherfucking life, man. Get that crazy concept, because if it's going to be about a Jesus figure, well, keep it in the let it have its parameters. Alright? Fine. But let me tell you something, with all due respect, with all this Jesus that we've been talking about for years, where are we today? Especially with the so-called prophecy that has been fulfilled. Where are we? Man, we keep playing, man. We keep playing and trying to get cute, man. Y'all. Hey, yo. Look, man. Look, man, I'm hurting out here. I'm for Dolo out here. I've been ostracized from my family and all that. You know what I'm saying? Biological and all that. Motherfuckers don't even know who their real tribe is. Man, I'm praying to see my tribal father, not my biological father. I love him, yes, indeed. He's still living, but I want to see my tribal elder. My father, my biological father is my tribal elder, indeed. Yes, indeed. And he's a Septuagint. But I want to see him of the motherland. That's what we should be thriving for. Since all y'all want to be talking about y'all making y'all ancestors proud and all this, and mind you, stop just talking about just your ancestors. What about the Holy Creator for the living? A lot of us see, y'all don't even know that y'all dabbling in death by all that ancestors talk. Ancestors, that's dabbling more into death in addition to the LGBT, because two men don't make life, two women don't create life, which brings death into your covenant because your seed line can no longer be produced. See all this death we dealing with? Drug use all crazy. Percocets, fentanyl, zombies on the streets. Y'all think it's a joke and y'all gonna laugh it off because that demon is way up inside y'all motherfuckers. You know what? It's gonna come a time. I don't want to see it, but I guess it is what it is. A lot of y'all gonna get eliminated. Watch. Because y'all reject the truth. Y'all ridicule, humiliate, subjugate, ostracize those who got the spirit that's trying to wake everybody up. Y'all disregard that. We lost, and it hit me today. I said, yo, based on what I'm going through, we lost a lot of good ones who really had it good at heart. We lost a lot of good ones who really wanted to make a change. Those with names and those who are unnamed, unknown around the world. Because this shit ain't about fame. There's too many things that take place in this American government that has imposed on us that we got to have a big mansion. We got to have a big car. The fly is closed. And look what we've been doing for it. This is all full of shit. We lost a lot of good people because we rejected them. We didn't have the knowledge. Oh, Tupac was a good dude. He had good music, yo. He was before his time. No, he wasn't. He was on time, but we didn't follow him. The elders didn't get with him to structure a good plan. It's 2024. It goes to show that we still don't have a proper there's no contingency plan to get us out of here, even according to the Exodus for all y'all Bible readers. How about that? So please, where's the recompense? Y'all just looking for money reparations, huh? Sad ass sight. Sad ass sight. You sellouts. That's what we continuing to do. I'm saying it the way I'm saying it because I hate it. I don't hate you. I don't hate nobody. I hate the human condition. I hate what we're dealing with. But I know that the problem and the solutions that we're dealing with is forever inseparable. So, we talk about this getting together in unification, but there's more work that has to be done for righteousness' sake to really terraform things in our lives. Come on, man. So, once again, as I close, the question is, which is also the moral of the story, what all this genetic traits and DNA makeup that we have as African people, all the heavy melanin carriers, which is the melanin is also a direct link to the Creator. Because we've been enduring so much for so long, but yet it seems like we reap little. Please, y'all, quiet your mind and meditate. Start asking some real questions. You got a business degree, huh? You graduated from Harvard with a business degree and this and that. You know law, political science. Well, start applying things in addition to what you're hearing. Contact somebody who's in that field. Pass the word. Let's start putting things down on the table, chalk it up, and then see what we come up with. And then what we got to get to. Because I don't see where we winning on the right side. I don't see where we winning on the dark side. Because, God damn it, as far as I'm concerned, for what we have innately within us and what we've been gifted with, there's too many disproportionalities and disparities amongst this particular ethnic group. Number one, African descent. Number two, my Indian brothers and sisters, because they are heavy melanin carriers too. So what's up? And that's that. Get back to me. Let me see somebody drop a line. Get with me. Peace, love, and light.